Hello, this is Russ Payton with Roleplaying Public Radio. We're playing Monster of the Week here for the RPPR Patreon. And we have 4 players with us today. A fourth joined us just in the last second. This is a game set in the Heisei era of a set of films, of the Godzilla films from 1984 and 1995, a series of 7 movies. 12 hours of Godzilla goodness, all with the same continuity. There's psychics, there's time travel, there's just a lot of big ass monsters, and all not just Tokyo. A lot of other Japanese cities get really just worked. So it's quite a bit of fun.
Thousands die.
Yeah, sure. But so before we get it, so all of you are people that have been contacted by G-Force, which is the Japanese/UN agency designed to, well, stop Godzilla, because he's just been wrecking shit. This, if you're a Godzilla nerd, this takes place after the events of Godzilla versus Mothra, but before the events of Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2.
It's been a long time, but
yeah,
like
I just rewatched all the films in the last month. I watched all of them because I have more time to watch movies for some reason.
Yeah, weird.
I watched these things so much as a kid. I still remember all of them properly, and just probably at this point we've just watched Battra and Mothra haul Godzilla off in the distance, going like, well, that's something you don't see every day.
Yep, that is the finale of Godzilla vs. Mothra. So it's been probably a couple months since then, but maybe a year. The time between films is sort of vague, obviously, because they had time to build a big ass Godzilla robot between the 2 movies. So yeah, it doesn't happen overnight. But anyways, so all of you are have been contacted by G-Force to do a mission because shit is getting fucked up. Before I give the briefing, let's just go and introduce the players and the characters. So let's see here. We have, I'll just go starting on my top left and work clockwise down. Richard Fitzgerald Duclaude. Who
Yes.
Tell us about your character.
I'm playing the Flake. He's a picture of the guy from the Lone Gunman who's always in the suit. So he's always wearing a rumpled suit, has a bit of a beard. He was just a government bureaucrat, but he hacked into the wrong system, learned too much, and started putting the pieces together. And now he fights against the unknown.
Okay, nice. That makes sense. And so he is doing that. So very good. Then next up we have OG Takuji. So go ahead and tell us about your character. Oh, Scribbly, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm Scribblykins. I'll be playing Uji Takuji. I just jumped in, so his background is he has the keys to the building we're going into, and his cousin is in the Japanese self-defense force. So that's it.
Perfect. Perfect. I dig that. Then next up, we have Mark Conway. Tell us about Mark Conway.
Hi, everybody. My name is Gray Walker. I'm playing Mark Conway, who is a member of G-Force America. I was integrated into the program after America, not wanting to really figure out and put a lot of soldiers through additional training. Needed to figure out, well, how can we get people really interested in this? So they did it the best way they knew how to. Arcade video games. So after playing through one of the hit arcade games, like one of those old Jet Flyer video games, where you made it all the way to the end. Who's the final boss? Godzilla's head. You see, you're going to lose, but all of a sudden, 2 agents in suits say, "You're coming with us." So, I was attached to so that's when I got my initial prognosis in with G-Force, and I've been with them for a couple of years now. And
a little bit, Last Starfighter there.
And came over to Japan on a large cargo plane a couple of months ago, hauling equipment. Don't know what was in there. Not my pay grade yet, but here I am in Japan, and it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, are you also a forger as well as a expert marksman from being good at video games? Or
Sadly, no. I just stuck to being good at the video games, and they decided, you know what, we'll just keep you to the gruntwood for right now. We'll see about later on. Okay.
Right.
But they did give me the van. I did
Yeah.
get that.
Well, yeah, I would say GeForce does pick up a lot of the people will be undesirable for other agencies because the purpose and the lethality of it sort of attracts the misfits of the military-industrial complex of the world, I would imagine. So, and then finally we have Mitsuki Sato.
Yes. Yeah, my name's Ben. I'm playing Mitsuki Sato, who is the Divine Playbook, and I am. I think I'm going to go with a human priestess that has been blessed by the power of Mothra. She has a shrine with one of Mothra's scales, and Mothra has given me a portion of her power, especially since she left Earth to do something.
Oh, great. You got a fairy Mothra with you. Oh, God.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You have Fairy Mothra, tiny little Mothra.
Yes.
Also, you're very psychic. Psychics are canon in this film series. And
some of the most powerful beings in this series, too.
Yeah. I mean, Mothra is connected to an ancient civilization, like the tiny little princesses are. So maybe you're a great descendant of one of them. And
yes, perhaps.
Yeah. And Mothra went out into space to save Earth from a giant meteor that was going to impact with it. That was Battra's job, but Battra died. So
I will say reading the synopsis online was quite interesting.
Oh, yeah, no, the movies are wild.
Just wait, 2 movies from now, it's going to get even better.
Yeah. So just out of curiosity, what divine weapon did you pick?
I picked the 5 demon bag, which is a 3 harm close, so it's magic holy. So it's technically a range. So that could be my
it's Mothra dust. Yeah.
Mothra dust.
Oh yeah, you're a little fairy Mothra. You're a Pokemon trainer basically.
Yeah.
I love it. So GeForce has assembled all of you for a special mission because about a month or two ago, we'll say about 2 months, a new kaiju has been spotted in the South China Sea and around Southeast Asia. It has been codenamed Malum by the press, which is Latin for catastrophe. And because who knows how you name these kaiju? It's just whatever sounds cool, I guess. And it appears to be made partially of shipwrecks, or at ships and maybe an oil rig parts of that. But also sort of using that as kind of a skeleton. And then there's this strange organic matter clinging to it. Anyways, it's been causing chaos, going after ships. And oil rigs and artificial islands that have been experimental artificial islands that have been being built as corporate engineering projects. And it was, of course, inevitable that Godzilla would reappear to assert his dominance over the globe. If there's one thing Godzilla hates, it's other kaiju. Godzilla cannot stand any motherfuckers stomping on his territory, which is apparently the entire planet. So they have clashed once. It was off the coast of Japan and was indecisive fortunately because the Japanese, SDF and intervened and sort of drove them apart. But they are both marching towards Tokyo from different directions. One, Malum's coming from the north, Godzilla's coming from the south. And they're going to be Tokyo has been evacuated. They're expected to make landfall in hours, to hit Tokyo in hours. So now what the public doesn't know, that was all public knowledge. What the public doesn't know is GeForce has its own little intel division. And you all basically members of they're a hastily assembled Black Ops / deniable asset team. None of you are officially listed with GeForce. I mean, 2 of you are foreigners, and Mitsuki is, just some weirdo with a pet, and so
And Uji has a cousin who's probably connected to G-Force somehow, and that's why he's been pulled in.
yeah. So a Colonel Gendo sort of recruited you, has assembled you basically as a team because the Yanasawa Corporation, G-Force has picked up some intel that Yanasawa is responsible for the creation of Malum, and their corporate headquarters are, they have a skyscraper in Tokyo, and you were supposed to go in there because the city's evacuated, and you've been told that there is a project that they have. Find the answers to it's Ame no Nuboko, which means heavenly jeweled spear, and that's somehow they believe that is connected to the creation of Malum, and they hope that if Malum goes away, Godzilla will go back to sleep, or perhaps they can. Well, then they'll only be dealing with one kaiju instead of two. So, you're to go infiltrate the building. They do know that the R&D vault is in a bunker in the below the in a sub basement level. But the key to access it, there is one key that they know of that is in the CEO's office in a secure lockbox. But the secure lockbox can be forced open, or it's not nearly as secure as the vault itself. But you get so you need to go to the penthouse level of the skyscraper, get the key card, go down to the sub basement, and get answers. So that
do it now, please, please, please.
Yeah. Well, who knows where Godzilla and Malum are going to be stomping? You probably don't. They're probably going to hit that building sooner or later. It's a skyscraper in downtown Tokyo, and two kaiju are approaching. The odds aren't good. Like 30 to 70% of all the tall buildings in Tokyo have been leveled. Yeah.
If these guys are smarter, they turn this place into a fortress. Lord knows we don't need a Godzilla that's screaming out like a god of war hanging around this spot.
Yeah. So Colonel Gendo is basically briefing you en route to about 10 blocks away. You can make your way on foot or because while there are some police and first responders there to try and find stragglers, they'll be pretty easy to avoid. Air raid sirens are going off in the distance. Night is approaching. And the downtown core was the first to be emptied out. So at this point, all of you, we can sort of backtrack a little bit. You only got the mission like a couple hours before this started, so you didn't have much time to prep for it. It was kind of grab your gear and go sort of thing. Hurry up and wait.
Takuji is a technician who's working for an actual company that does maintenance on buildings, and one of those buildings is the Yanasawa Corporation headquarters. That's why he has the keys to the front doors, essentially. And,
there is another inside agent, actually. The person, they say that there is supposed to be a scientist there to meet you to help get you in. Let's see here. Let me forgot to get my random name generator up. Let's see here. Let's see here. Sazama Hajime. I'll just put that in the thing. And so Sazama is basically going to help you, and you're supposed to rendezvous with him at the ground floor. He's supposed to be basically waiting for you. He has a mobile phone you can call. You have a mobile phone. So that's the only equipment. So I'll just go I'll start with Mark and work my way back up to Richard to ask you each what kind of prep in the little time that you have, either looking things up, because this is alternate future tech. There is a primitive internet. There's also people you can ask. There's other G-Force people that so you had a little bit of time to do something before you head into the building. So if you want to, Mark, what do you want to do?
I will, as we're supposed to be the plausible deniable assets here. And since we know there's probably been G-Force along with the SDF forces evacuating people, I'm going to, because I have the van as part of my gear, just say that I've gone down to the motor pool to check in on things and totally just jack the van.
Okay.
So I assume that's how we'll be approaching just quickly. Is I've jacked the van so that way they can say that we're just hooligans and
okay, yeah. You don't have to roll for that. Yeah, you are stealing, quote unquote stealing. So yeah, Colonel Gendo will appreciate that. Yeah. Remember that I'll give you +1 forward on any rolls where that may be a benefit. So yeah, no, I like that. So Mitsuki, do you want to look up anything or?
Yes. So I have the move Boss from Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to pray. I have a scale, one of Mothra's scales in a small scale in like a shrine, a home shrine. And yeah, I'd like to pray before that and then receive a vision of what I need to do, as well as also some information about the mystery as I pray and sing the Mothra song. So yeah, I'll roll that.
Okay.
Even after all these years not watching the films, I still remember that song.
It's a fucking good song. I listen to
it.
It
Is.
It slaps. That's a miss.
Reception's bad.
Yeah.
All right, no, on a miss, you're required to do something terrible.
Yes.
So yeah, you do get an answer. You get to ask a question from the investigate a mystery move, which is one of the basic moves.
Yes.
So you can ask that first, but then I'll tell you what you need to do. Well, if you want to keep Mothra's blessed, I mean, basically, it's more the penalty is entirely campaign based, but
yes.
It'll give you
and also role play. I mean,
yeah.
Especially if I have to, I don't know, does Mothra accept human sacrifices? I hope
I mean,
not.
Battra would. I mean, maybe that's the thing that.
Mothra has a bit of a martyr complex.
Oh
yeah.
God, you're right.
That is true.
Yeah.
So I'll ask, what sort of creature is this Malum?
Yeah, you get a vision of the ocean, and you can see jellyfish in it. Something is being poured into the water. There's some blue lightning, very cinematic blue lightning. The jellyfish start growing and mutating. Some sort of device is lowered into the water too, and they start wrapping around that. So it seems like the organic matter is primarily mutated jellyfish, grown exponentially large and stronger and tougher. But there's but there's some sort of intentionality to this. Maybe they were trying to do something else, but this was engineered. This was not just an accident to some degree. But perhaps. Yeah, that doesn't mean they intentionally set out to make a kaiju. They could have just tried to create something, and then it led to Malum. So, but the organic matter is jellyfish. But Mothra says you may have to give up everything in order to save the world.
Of course, I will.
Yep.
And then I'll be reincarnated by someone in a future
continuity.
Future continuity or fanfic or whatever.
Yep. OG, what do you want to do?
Try to look more into this corporation.
All right. How do you want to do that?
What were they working on recently that could have caused this?
Okay.
How do I want to do that?
Yeah. Are you hacking or are you like talking to somebody?
I'll probably be talking to one of the lower level scientists that I know because I work.
All right, roll charm.
The place. So I'll roll charm, and that'll be +2. So 7.
All right. Let's see here.
I do have trust me when you tell a normal person the truth in order to protect them from danger. Roll plus charm on a plus 10. They'll do what you say they should, no questions asked. On a 7 to 9, they do it, but the keeper chooses one from. They ask you a hard question first. They stall and dither a while. They have a better idea. Would that one count there? Like, look.
Yeah, I'll let that'll work. I'll say they dither a while, so you only get the information just as you're getting to the scene. So you're not going to be able to act on it to do anything else. But you will get this information. So what are you trying to ask them specifically? Like what Yanasawa was doing?
Yeah, what was their big project that could have led to Malum?
Yanasawa is engaged in a project. The Heavenly Jeweled Spear project is about creating land in the ocean. Japan doesn't have enough land. And it needs more. And they were willing to take radical approaches to doing that that would be seen as unconventional. Not like land that people would live on, but land that would be used for industrial purposes. So it didn't have to be pretty or nice. It just had to, hold shit up above the water. And they were willing to do anything to achieve that goal.
The internal memo. Apologies for cutting you off, but the internal memo is, look, we thought if we mixed Godzilla's cells with cement, everything would be fine. He floats on the water, people.
Those Godzilla cells.
The universe will just patch everything, apparently. Made the damn giant plants. I mean, hell.
Maybe
we'll see if that's
jellyfish cell. Maybe they spliced G cells with jellyfish.
Okay.
Yep. So you get that information right before you show up, but you're getting a sense that their purpose was to do that. They're willing to take radical things, and Yanasawa is highly connected to the Japanese government. They have a lot of connections, people that could get them access to all kinds of shit. So that's also why you're a deniable op, because G-Force would get in trouble if they were caught doing this. Finally, Richard, what do you want to do?
I guess I'm whipping out my, at this point in time, probably backpack-sized laptop and hopping on DARPANET and seeing what my net friends can tell me about the Heavenly Jeweled Spear project.
Okay. I would, let's see here.
So that's a move where I can so I'm gonna reach out. It's a roll plus charm.
What's this move
15.
called?
Net friends. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
They know everything.
All right. Did you roll?
Yep.
13.
13.
Oh, 13. Holy shit. All right.
Yep.
There's probably a lot of sharing with universities about kaiju studies as a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a very ripe field. Even after the Biollante incident, it seemed to get corporations and governments more in the mood to get G cells. So yeah, you can confirm that they use G cells spliced with jellyfish to create floating land masses. They thought that they could stabilize it or use it to put metal platforms on it for factories and that sort of thing. A lot of robot is. Let's see here. They do have a lot of weird R&D projects that they have in their main building, including an office helper robot, experimental defenses, and they apparently were also deeply involved with the salvage of King Mecha Ghidra, which was showed up not too long ago. Time travelers from the future created King Ghidra, and then after King Ghidra got his ass kicked by Godzilla, they rebuilt him as a mecha. And in fact, that is you find out that there's a Mecha Godzilla being built with this same technology, but Yanasawa has access to this technology apparently from hundreds of years in the future. This is not fucking up causality and is.
I'd like to also point out, I just realized something. Not only is there the Mecha Godzilla corpse, but there's still the original, King Ghidorah corpse. There's also the original King Ghidorah corpse that's still down in the ocean. I just realized that. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, well, it's only the mecha parts that they were really interested in. So, yeah, this is,
Deeply disturbing
yeah,
for an ordinary man.
yeah. They might
It's all
have,
fitting together, though.
yeah. So they also have their own private security, PMC, private military corporation. So yeah, not good. And so you're who knows what you'll encounter in the building itself, but yeah, that's kind of what you're looking at. But you still don't have all the details. You certainly don't know if anyone knows. So they're pretty much, you can pretty much confirm that they created Malum in some way. But you don't need to know everything they know about that if you're going to have some hope of shutting Malum down and or Godzilla down. So yeah, you need to get in there. So by this point, all of you are in the van. You can just, since you have the van, Colonel Gindo isn't driving you there. Then well, do you want to go on foot or do you want to drive the van all the way to the front door?
I mean,
The getaway vehicle.
Do we have a cover for what this van is?
Oh,
As we
yeah,
go from
no. As we were leaving as you guys were waiting for me to drive up, I've come speeding up, and I have sprayed and, as the kids say, tagged the van as a radical. As I'm one of those foreign gaijin who apparently was here on vacation. I've just been making a total ass of everything. So I've just been. So I normally would be wearing a uniform. I just come out just as like some punk kid from the United States. It's like, yeah, cool, bro. What? Hey, how go? What?
Mm-hmm.
Just
meanwhile, Takuji is there in his work clothes, like,
Yeah.
I just turned to the boss. Look, sir, I apologize, but we got to make this look like I'm a dumbass, gaijin, because I kind of am.
And I'm supposed to be your dad?
All right. Yeah. If you want to drive the van, that's fine. You will have to. I mean, some Japanese cops trying to desperately evacuate everyone from Tokyo will see you because it's a fucking van, and those streets are empty. But you can talk them down with that or something, or just try and outrun them and hope that they don't follow you into the building.
I mean,
yeah.
Worst case scenario is this is a van. There's a front. That's not going to be concrete in front of us, and that glass paneling.
Okay. All right. So probably driving the van is going to be acting under pressure. So go ahead and give me a cool roll.
I'm glad I made this guy set for that.
All right. Also, by the way, I'm going to be using two, like I mentioned before the game, clocks from Blades in the Dark, and a house ruling luck to be a group pool of 6 points for the game. So your clock for Godzilla reaching land Tokyo is going to be set at 12 and at 0 right now. So yeah, when he gets in there, yep. So go ahead and make that roll.
I got a 14.
14. All right. Well, that just advances it by 1. You are very fast, and you actually use some ingenious shortcuts through alleyways in order to avoid the police. So you don't have to deal with that. So yeah.
Everybody here want to see how we drive in America? Woohoo!
Oh God. May Mothra protect us.
You'll have to pry Takuji from the from the seats.
So you get to the right outside the Yanasawa headquarters. Now you do have a mobile phone with the number of Sazama programmed in it, but there are doors. You could just there are glass doors but yeah.
I mean, that's why you brought me.
Yeah. So are you going to contact Sazama first, or are you just going to try and get in the building?
Probably should contact him first. Say that we're on our way. We're outside. We're planning to go in now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to have the company if they're going to be watching the inside of their building, knowing we're in contact with somebody.
Okay.
Well, we know that they have some sort of internal defenses, so maybe we could try to avoid those.
Yeah.
All right. So someone said, "Oh, good. I've been waiting. I'm still in the building. I was waiting for you. Go to the back. There are some loading docks. Dock 3 is unlocked. Go in through there. It'll be dark, but be sure to close it as soon as you all get inside, so the cops don't see that it's open. They might investigate."
Go, go, go.
Okay. All right, you get to the loading dock. You open up dock 3. All of you get in and close the door, I assume. Close the dock door.
Yep.
All right, so you do so. It is pitch black. You don't see anything in there. But as soon as you close the door, you hear a locking mechanism on the door, and the lights turn on, revealing a hallway with no exit. But there's small little holes in the sides. Sazama, you hear a voice crackle in the PA. It's Sazama's like, "I'm sorry, Yanasawa paid me more." And that's when the guns start shooting with the little murder holes. So
Back in the van! Back in the van!
it is locked. You're trapped in there.
God damn it.
Yep. So we're just gonna start combat with I'll just go from top to bottom. Richard, what do you want to do?
Is there any way that I can hack into the van to reopen it so we can get some cover?
Oh no, we probably went through we left the van outside. Or?
Yeah, the van's outside.
Oh, the van's outside. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I will kick some ass with my rifle.
It's a loading dock for like semi trucks and like a truck, so it would be too high up to back the van into.
Yeah, which is sad too because it's roomy and is armored.
Well, if you survive this ambush, you could definitely get the van in. But yeah, I did tell you this would be going into a building as the main point of the scenario.
Yeah.
No, that's
So,
fair.
yeah.
I was imagining hard entry, so I was just prepping us for going through the glass windows, just driving through the
Those
building.
breaching charges.
Could have done that, but trap is trap.
Yeah, no, that's
all right.
perfect. Good for the set. That's a classic Godzilla move.
Yeah.
All right, so Richard,
should've known.
what do you want to do?
I guess I'll kick some ass with my rifle.
All right, yeah, you just open up with your assault rifle, hoping you can pierce the armor bone. So go ahead and kick some ass.
I have a hunting rifle.
Yep.
8.
8. All right. Do you know what your rifle does in terms of how much damage?
It's 2 harm.
2 harm. All right. So that is going to. It does. They do have 1 armor because they are firing at you from murder holes. They're just firing little submachine guns and rifles at you. So that'll be reduce the harm by 1. So they take 1 harm. They're going to inflict 2 harm back on you. So yeah. So mark that down. Yeah, you're just firing. You get winged. But yeah, you've taken at least you kill at least one of them. As one of the murder holes goes silent. OG, what do you want to do?
Scream at my cousin Tejo. No, I'm going to grab my multi-tool and essentially go for the locking mechanism. Like, ah!
Okay. Act under pressure. I would say this is pretty applicable to that.
Let's see. Panic button. If you need to escape, name the route you'll try and roll plus sharp.
Oh yeah, then yeah. If you have you have a special move, yeah, you can do that. So yeah, go and roll.
And this is like perfect for the mundane.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not perfect, getting shot at with guns. Let's see, it's +1. That's a 7. On a 7 to 9, you can go or stay, but if you go, it's going to cost you. You leave something behind, or something comes with you.
Okay. Let's see here.
So what's it going to cost?
I would say you open the door up, and one of the killers actually sees you go out, and he comes out with you. So one of the killers is still with you. So you don't take any damage, but you'll be you've opened up the loading dock door a little bit, so you roll out. Unfortunately, one of the killers who is trying to shoot you sees you. Comes out a side door a second later. So you have one enemy by yourself. However, I'm going to count that as 1 harm against the thing, since there's literally one less killer shooting at the guys, shooting at the rest of you. So so yeah, you just have to deal with a dude with a submachine gun trying to kill you.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem. So Mitsuki.
Yes. I will kick some ass. I'll send out my fairy Mothra to start lasering people. And then I also pull out my psychic, totally not magic Mothra armor to protect myself.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
a
glad
little
I'm not
aura.
actually seeing this.
Yeah. And it's definitely more. I would imagine. Is it a more light? No, it's pretty lasery with Mothra.
She has both the lasers and the Mothra dust.
Yeah, and the lightning. But yeah.
So yeah,
all right, go ahead and kick some ass. Normally it's plus tough, I believe.
Yes,
it is.
Yeah, unless you had a move that let you substitute. But yeah, you have to stand there and take gunshots.
Ow, I'm like rolling like shit.
Yep.
Today. Oh,
all right. Let's see here. So unfortunately,
the best stat too. Oh.
Yeah. On a miss, you just take damage. As you take 2 damage -1 because you do have your armor, so you take 1 harm. As you're trying to manifest Fairy Mothra, but you're distracted. You're in a trap. It's very distracting. It's very stressful. So let's see here. And then we have Mark.
Boys, you have the American here in a gunfight. Grenade!
All right. Is that a special move, or are you just using?
I have my serious weapon choice is a grenade. Is grenades. So I just pull out one of my grenades and just huck it at the kill zone.
All right. Fair enough. Go ahead and roll, kick some ass.
Tough, so +2. 7.
All right. Let's see. I'm looking at now 4 harm. Yeah, that's gonna be enough to fuck up their little. They basically took a shipping container. So it's not that heavily armored. They just assumed they could just gun you all down instantly. You do get harm for 2 harm as they return fire. But yeah, you blow it up real good. So
quick thing.
Yeah.
It said also to choose for armor in addition to my gear. If I have combat armor, which is 2 armor heavy, does that negate that 2 harm? Okay, cool. So
yeah, you're wearing heavy body armor, so yeah, it absorbs the bullets and shit. So yeah, very good. Cool. Where is combat armor? Sorry, I'm just looking at it right now. Trying to familiarize. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So the ambush has been dealt with, except for I believe OG, who escaped. And there's one guy. You can actually use the van now as cover. But if you want to hide from the killer or run away from him, but OG, what do you want to do? There's one dude with some machine gun trying to kill you.
You gotta kick some ass.
All right.
Because there's a fire axe left in the van.
Sure.
Yep.
It's an emergency response vehicle. We're G-force. We got to go into those situations.
Yeah. That'll totally kill him if you hit.
I hit.
All right.
7.
Yep. 2 damage because submachine gun. Yep.
I take 2 damage. Ow.
Yep. Harm is pretty serious in this game. I think you only have 7 hit points total.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ambush is ambushy. But you've dealt with the first the squad. You have the loading dock area unsecured. Sazama is nowhere to be seen. If you want one of the guys to immediately be dying and heavily wounded and trying to interrogate him before he passes away, that's fine. Otherwise, you can, investigate or figure out what your next move is.
I would like to interrogate someone.
Well,
Okay.
there's a guy I've halfway axe murdered while he shot me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll say he's the one. All right.
I'm just coming into the room again with a bloody axe and just dragging the guy after me. Hey, hey, and then I just walk away.
Jesus, I look down at you, look around, just like, nah, good job, man.
All right. So, how do you want to interrogate the wounded guy?
So I'll talk with him. I have soothe as a special move, so I can basically whenever I talk to someone in a quiet voice, he'll calm down a bit.
Yeah.
So I'll just speak with him. It's like I'm sorry that you had to die here, but we're trying to save Tokyo from Godzilla and Malum. You understand? You can help us. Your wounds are too severe, but if you help us, hopefully Mothra will ease your passing. And
all right, yeah, there we go. I like that. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
All right. Yeah, 7.
All right.
So that was manipulate.
All right, you get one question, I believe. Yeah. I'll say instead of that, they'll you just get one question.
Okay.
So what then? What question are you going to ask this guy before he passes out from blood loss?
What is being concealed here? I guess. Like, I guess where is where the secrets from Malum and everything?
It's in the vault, but they have the prototype guarding it. The
Prototype.
The one that's fighting wasn't the first Malum.
Yeah, well, sounds like it'll get a bit more difficult.
Yep.
I'm bleeding. Is there anything?
All right.
Hang on. Yeah, we got it in the van. Hang on.
All right. Yep. By the way, you're at 2 on the clock. But dealing with doing all that. Go ahead and make a roll.
And there's some talk about recovery. 1 to 3 harm wounds improve when you receive first aid, and later when you rest. Heal 1 when you do.
You can spend 2 on the clock to rest. Take for everybody to take a breather.
Or we can use magic.
Yeah,
to heal
magic
1
in this
harm
case would be Mitsuki's weird psychic powers, or
Yes.
for the other characters, weird science shit. Your first aid spray.
It has psychic in the name, so it's definitely not magic.
Yeah.
I made this spray based on a recipe I learned on the forums, and then I'm gonna try to use weird on myself to heal myself.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
That's weird. 9.
9. All right. It will have a glitch. Let's see here. I will say. Okay. It's not immediate, but your skin, that patch of skin turns green.
Nice.
Ooh.
Have you been dipping into the G cells?
I learned it from the reptilians.
Yeah, but you no, it's definitely G cells. Like there's no reptilians. It's all Godzilla, all the way down.
Well, if we're going with the Heisei continuity, there are no space apes this time. So,
Yep.
it'd be space apes.
No space apes. However, there you do heal 1 harm. But yeah, you got some Godzilla cells in you.
Nice.
That's fine. Totally fine.
No worries there.
Yeah. Let's see here. Anybody else?
Does anyone want to look after Uji's wounds?
Yeah, I'll go to harm. Not harm. Heal. OG.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll roll weird for that.
7. Yeah, I would say it's the same thing basically. More of the first aid spray, same side effect. Heal 1 harm, you have G cells. So
Wouldn't be Mothra cells?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Mine
okay.
was stealth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
got
asking
you,
for a self-sacrifice. Now you have 2 targets.
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah!
Yeah, you got kaiju cells in you. It's something. It's a cocktail. But you healed the harm. That's the important thing.
I just want to
Hooray,
say
I'm-
that I'm really excited for G cells to return for Shin Godzilla 2.
Oh.
So yeah,
They're going with the MonsterVerse instead of number 2. So
Fuck the MonsterVerse.
oh,
yeah, it's
movies.
the cinema universe they're going for with Godzilla again.
yeah, that makes sense. So we have so yeah, you've healed up a little bit. But
Oh,
yeah, where do
thank
you? Yeah.
Why is my skin so weird and powdery now?
Hey guys, hey guys, I'm gonna. Whoa! What happened to you?
Yeah. Well, the green skin is only on the affected gunshot area. It's not in all of their skin. It's just the gunshot. The wounded area turns green. So
Yeah.
the heroic shoulder wound is now whatever grazes or whatever bullet wounds are now green. But the rest of you is still fine. So you can cover it up right now.
Yeah.
But let's see, OG. You probably have an idea of how to get to the penthouse.
Yeah, we could take the executive elevator if we
That's
can.
going to be something you have to hack. Yeah.
Or we can run the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Or well, I mean, there
It'll
are
be a lot of
non-executive
stairs.
elevators that'll get you close.
Okay. As you say, run the stairs. This building's 1,000 floors up. We are not running the stairs.
Yeah, that would be a lot safer, but it would take a lot on your clock.
Well, I could try to hack the elevator.
Yeah. All right, so you have to go to the lobby. It's in the entrance to it is in the main lobby, right behind the security desk.
All right, I
guess we drive the car in there because right now, fuck it.
Let's do it.
We can use it for cover.
Okay.
All right, everybody in the van.
All right, so yeah, this is another act under pressure to drive it from the loading dock area to the front lobby. This is your battering ram of run through some walls kind of part. So
Ross, that +1 benefits.
Hey, they tried to kill us with PMC. Fuck their front entrance.
We tried it the nice way.
Yeah, your +1 forward would go with this. So yeah.
Okay, so that'll be a +4 instead of +3. So let's see what we get. Hey, 11.
All right. Yeah, your armored van holds up quite well as you get it into the main lobby, knocking through some of the weaker walls. You made a lot of noise, but as you do there, you can see a group of office workers huddled. There are about 6 of them, 3 men, 3 women, and they look terrified. They're not by the executive elevator; they're just in the lobby. And they look up at you and say, "Are you search and rescue? We were locked in. We don't know how to get out."
What the fuck?
We just made the exit for you. Everybody out.
Yeah, get out, get to the police cars.
Yes,
Uji has let's get out of here. If you can protect someone by telling them what to do or by leading them out, roll plus charm instead of plus tough.
Okay.
Also, when the person speaks, I have a suspicious mind. If someone lies, you know it. Are they being honest right now?
Wait, do you just know it or do you have to roll?
It just says if someone lies to you, you know it.
I have grenades in case.
No, they're definitely actually being honest.
Okay.
Level office workers.
Yeah, you can definitely let them go. Just let them escape. So yeah. They quickly run through the hole that you made. So leaving you in the lobby. Who is going to try and hack the executive elevator?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Should I use that as a magic or?
Yeah, weird. Yeah. 7. All right. All right. Yeah. It works. It opens up. So you all pile in and hit the button, and you start heading up on your way. And but it stops about halfway up. And it says, there, when it opens the door, you see a smiling humanoid robot. Says, "Hello, executives. I am HelpBot. I am here to help you with your tour of our facilities, culminating in the dinner reception at the penthouse. Follow me." So that's your problematic side effect. You're gonna have to take a tour. So if you want to keep going using the elevator. Hello?
Yes, of course, we're all executives. Yes.
Yeah. Yes,
Silence.
follow it this way.
Silently in Mark's head, urge to shoot it. Rising. Must hold in. Training.
So as you can see here, we have our office. This level is clerical. We are using very innovative office technologies. Every 5 floors has its own office helper bot. I am built with technology reverse engineered from our King Mechaghidra salvage operation. Do you have any questions about our clerical operation?
None.
Very well. Moving on.
Projects coming from what is the company called again?
Yanasawa.
Yanasawa. Future product line.
Oh, we have many future products in mind for the market. I am being tested here in this office, but once we have been our testing period is over, I will be marketed to other corporations as an assistant / overseer for middle management.
What can you tell us about the Heavenly Jeweled Spear project?
Oh, that is the subject of tonight's reception keynote speech. You will learn more from our CEO. He is quite pleased with its progress, but I am been programmed not to reveal any information about that yet. After the keynote, I will answer all questions you have about it. But we must wait until after the reception.
When is the reception?
It will be after the tour when we get to the penthouse. The sushi will be. We will have the sushi and drinks, and the keynote will be given.
Can we manipulate someone on a robot?
No, it's not human.
Yeah.
It's basically a monster. It's a neutral monster to you. It's not friendly. It's not that. But yeah, manipulate someone only works on people.
Try hacking it.
Can I try to hack it and
You sure
open
can.
up more information? All right, try it again.
Yep.
At least have it expedite
12.
the tour.
12. Okay. Yeah.
Woo.
Yes. So it stops. It says, we are at the penthouse now. And the keynote has been given. I am able to answer any of your questions about a heavenly jeweled spear.
Who was his architect?
Our chief scientist, Dr. Let's see here. Omori Nobutsu. Let's see here. And he is probably busy working right now. In fact, he is in our R&D center right now, busily working.
Could you lead us there?
Unfortunately, that is outside of my purview. Only the CEO can issue the key card necessary to access the vault. I can't contact Dr. Omori if you would like to speak with him.
Where
later.
is the CEO?
The CEO? Unfortunately, I have been programmed not to be able to track him.
I see.
There were 2 products with the Heavenly Spear program, right? Or the Heavenly Jeweled Spear? What happened
Someone's
to
in the
the
building!
first one?
Our CEO, by the way, is Kanda Yushiro. The primary project aim of Operation Heaven, or Project Heavenly Jewel Speared, is to create more landmass for industrial purposes, to deal with Japanese economic and geopolitical needs. The secondary project is to understand the temporal manipulation technology the Futurians used in that, and to for our own advantage.
Time travel.
Yep.
Wonderful.
It's when you think about it, if you go to the future, jack the there, and then come back without having technically messed anything in the past, is it really messing with the past?
Unfortunately, I cannot answer that question.
That's
not
fair.
my purview.
What creature
Do
are
we
they
have any
hiding
other
in here?
questions for Help the Bot?
Sorry, OG. What was your question?
No, I was the other one.
Oh, what was it? Yeah. What? Sorry. Who asked the question?
I was saying, what creature were they hiding in here in the basement? Or
Oh, there is a prototype of a mobile island.
What
It
is
is-
the mobile island's production flaws, since it's a prototype?
Oh, did not scale correctly. It is, however, quite obedient.
How do you make it obey?
Through a encrypted radio signal sent to the CPU unit in the core of the machine, a biomechanical entity.
I think
if we can get to the controls, I could probably take it over.
The controls are in the vault.
Who has the encryption key?
Our chief scientist, Omori.
The doctor role. Yes, can you take us to Omori?
No, he is in the vault. I cannot access the vault.
We just need to get the pen. We need to get the key first for the penthouse, and then we can get down to the vault.
Right. Okay. So,
yes. Unfortunately, my tracking software seems to be incorrect. I thought we were in the penthouse. It appears we are in the clerical level.
Oh.
Where are we? Are we in the penthouse or in the clerical level?
Maybe your pathing arrowed out. We were on our way to the penthouse.
Oh, I should not have given you that information then. Please forget it.
Done.
Done.
Sure.
Yes. Continuing on. You hacked him to make him like skip ahead, but then it's like, oh wait, I can't tell you where the key is because we're not at the place where the key is. So the robot continues to give its leisurely tour. So now you're at 5 out of 12 on the clock.
In the distance, we can see clouds rising as dust is appearing from where the kaiju are merging towards the city.
The kaiju wrecking the navy.
Yep. We're at that stage. Yeah, it's definitely also those ray gun tanks.
The Mazer tanks.
Yeah, Mazer
I
tanks.
want to drive one of those things. One of these days.
Die.
Oh, dude. As we're talking, because apparently we all know about Mechagodzilla, dude. Garuda before it was Mechagodzilla? Oh man, it would have been fun flying that sucker around.
Well, that hasn't happened yet.
You've already talked about Mechagodzilla. Garuda was
under construction. Well, yeah, it's under construction. Well, they haven't figured out how to unite it yet. That happens during the movie. They didn't.
That's the movie, but Garuda was created as just a flying jet.
Yeah. But Anyway, so you continue on the tour. It is very slow. Well, it seems to be very slow to you, as it is. We will move up 5 levels to our next department. Please head back to the executive elevator. Ding, 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 starts walking. You go up to the next level. You're now at 6 on the clock.
Can we estimate how long it will take us until we get to the...
You'll get there at 11.
Okay,
we need to hurry this the fuck up.
We need to just go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can abandon the robot. Unfortunately, you don't think you're not sure if the executive elevator will work without the robot.
Can we pull credentials from the robot with the hacking?
That would be another hacking check.
All right. Go ahead and try that.
Well, we do have luck, so we've got a pool of that. So
that's true.
Yes, let's just spend one.
Spend one.
Right.
All right. You spend a point of luck. The robot. Oh, well, there appears to be an anomaly. But anomaly detected. I'm sure it is nothing. Organic in composition, non-human. Searching database. Oh, well, there is another. Apparently, there has been a breach of security in the holding cells above in the sub-basement 1 above the vault.
Oh dear.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Apparently, it is heading towards this location right now, very quickly.
Get out of the
I back
elevator.
away.
Entry: sea louse, mutated, infused with Godzilla blood.
Yeah.
Location: 18 meters, 16 meters.
Stop the elevator. Emergency. Stop the elevator and get out of the fucking shaft.
Okay. Yeah. So 7 meters, 6 meters,
Shotgun
5
ready.
meters,
Here's a
4
grenade.
meters, 3 meters. You should be able to
Hold
see it
it.
now. You should be able to see
wall!
it. Yeah. All right. So it bursts through the floor at an unexpected angle. It is heading straight towards Richard because he has those sweet G cells in his blood now. Yeah, Richard, what are you gonna do? It's a mutated sea louse.
I guess I'm gonna try to kick some ass. And
Yep.
oh god,
Yep.
6. Nope.
All right. That is going to be 3 harm. It's going to fucking drink your blood. And unless you want to spend a point of luck to, well, I don't know. Do you just want to take that 3 harm?
How do you protect someone now again?
Yeah, you roll tough.
Yeah, you
well,
can.
I
Yeah,
have-
one. Yeah.
I have let's get out of here and can try to protect someone with plus charm by telling them what to do.
Okay. Go
Or
ahead and roll.
leading them out. So
Mere action. Yeah.
I'll just grab them by the shoulder and we go now. So,
All right.
Yes, we go now.
Let's see here.
That's a plus 10.
10. All right.
So,
Let's see here. I will say you'll take 2 harm. Well, you can choose an extra.
let's see. You suffer little harm. I
Okay,
think
yeah. So
is
that'll
the
be
best
2
one.
harm. So and minus 1 harm for your armor. So you take 1 harm. As the mutant sea louse slashes at you. But the 2 of you get out of the way. Thus avoiding harm on Richard. So
So I don't take the 3 harm.
nope, you do not.
Okay.
I take
OG.
harm
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
your place.
Thanks,
Ah.
Oji.
OG, what do you want to do?
I protected someone. That's what I
Oh
did.
yeah, sorry. Mitsuki, what do you want to do?
I will attack the sea louse and
All right.
try to kill it with my little Pokemon.
Fairy Mothra, I choose you.
Yes. Lasers. Yeah.
All right. All right, what do you want as your extra effect?
Let me take a look at them.
Actually, I'm going to say you're not going to take any harm because this is a ranged attack, and the sea louse only has close.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I'll inflict terrible harm, plus 1 harm.
all right.
It does 4. It does 3 normally.
All right. So it does 4. It does have armor.
It is also magic or
Yeah.
psychic or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but it's like this is a sea louse thing, so that kind of cancels out. So it still has armor for this. So it takes 3 harm instead of 4. But yeah, that I mean you negated the armor basically. So it's grievously wounded. So very good. Let's see here. I think the only left is Mark.
Allow me to introduce my friend Shotgun. He's been waiting all day.
Yep.
I will kick some ass.
All right. And again, you don't have to worry about that because it can only basically what I'm going to say is if it's a melee attacker and you it can only target 1 person per round. So unless you are attacking it with a melee weapon, then it can slash back. But like if you're attacking with a ranged weapon, it can only hit 1 of you around.
All right, I get a 9.
All right, so that'll be enough to finish it off. You don't have to worry about the side effect because again, it's far away. So yeah, you managed to do that and get out of the way. So yeah, the mutant seal house, seen in Godzilla 1985.
I knew it.
Yep.
I was constantly thinking that thing's going.
So
I was thinking Cloverfield, but
yeah.
Well, that thing, as a kid, that thing scared the shit out of me when I first watched that film. Oh.
All right, so now you hack the robot to get it to go up. This took a little time though, and then climbing the rest of the floors. So advance the clock 1, so you're at 7 now. But you get to the penthouse. And hold on, I'm going to be right back. A little bit more water, so you can talk amongst yourselves as you're on the elevator.
Hey guys, look how far we can see it. We can probably see oh hey, there's Godzilla. Wait, yeah. It's this little small thing over there, but oh hey, here's the other guy.
The girl from Ipanema plays as the building shakes.
Oh god, there goes the second armored division. Oh
that
wow, look at him go!
Fire.
Oh Jesus! Let's take a look out the ocean. How's the naval front? Oh god, there goes 2 of the destroyers.
Yeah.
Well, that's not surprising.
Oof! I think they're converting the destroyers.
Oh.
Yeah, it's converting the destroyers.
Oh Jesus! Look at the size of that sucker now.
Yeah.
Oh no, it has guns.
I think it had guns before.
Oh.
Well,
sure hope no one was in that building.
I mean, we know it can be given orders, so maybe we can get it to fight Godzilla.
I mean, it's gonna do that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but away from Tokyo.
Good luck with that one.
All right, I'm back. We're at 7 out of 12 on the clock as you get to the executive office, the penthouse. Very large windows overlooking all of Tokyo. It's an amazing view, but in the very distance on the horizon, you see a black shape and columns of smoke around it. And you can already hear in the very very, very far. The footsteps are very, very, very far away. But
the minor key.
Yeah.
I mean, we're also hearing all those guns firing, like.
Yeah. The artillery is going off. You see flashes of orange and red, and it appears to like a corporate boardroom. It appears to be empty and dark. Yeah, you don't know where the robot though. Unfortunately, seems to have shut down now. As it says, security protocol double the verification failed, authentication failed, fail. So yeah.
Okay. Let's try to find that lockbox.
All right.
If I was an insane megalomaniac, where would I hide?
All right. Can I use? Sorry to interrupt. Could I use read a bad situation since we're
sure can?
All right, cool. And I have what's known as tactical genius. When you read a bad situation, you can roll cool instead of sharp. I have a +3 to cool.
Well, you're very cool then.
But are you very cool?
Apparently,
the 10 says yes.
Yeah. All right. So, with a 10, you get 3.
Tell me,
right.
American. Tell me, what does your American eyes see?
Yeah, what do your American eyes see? Your special American eyes, yeah.
Oh, that's just what do your American eyes see? Well, we're talking about a CEO here, so there's only really one place that there's only really one thing they do with this sort of situation. Walk over to the desk, pull it open, yank out the hidden drawer. Ha!
Well, no, the read about situation is what your questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh crap! I don't have the thing open for it.
What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed yet? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect victims? You get +1 ongoing while the information is relevant. You act on the answers.
Okay.
And you can
actually
answer 3 of them with a +10.
So let's do. Are there any Is there any dangers?
Yeah, actually, you notice the entire room is darkened, but it's backlit from the windows, and you see some of the shadows moving around, and you see that you realize that there's another PMC team in the room, waiting for you to step in so they can put guns at your back. So they're in front of you now, but as soon as you step in, they're going to be able to flank you. So
I quietly motion to everybody to stay back as I pull out a grenade.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I stay back.
are you going to ask any other questions? Well, I guess you can hold, so you can ask them later. But yeah,
Since we know the dangers, once we get in, yes, go ahead.
There's also what's the biggest threat, what's the most vulnerable to me.
Okay, what's the most
What's
vulnerable?
my best way out? That kind of thing. So yeah.
Actually, what's my best way out might be good because
yes, what's my best way out?
The vaults fast.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would say, well, there's two ways you can get out, aside from the way you came in. One, you do notice cables outside the window, indicating a window washer. But two, you also realize that you're on, if you get up one floor, there would be a helicopter pad. And there's a good chance there would be a helicopter on it. And you could take that to fly down really quickly. Or there, yeah, who knows? There might even be parachutes because this, So, anyways, yeah, if you want to go and throw the grenade, go ahead and do so.
While he's doing that, can I use my hacking to disrupt their communications, like send feedback through their earpieces so that they're distracted?
Yeah, you take out a gizmo and try and jam it. Sure.
I would like to spend one of our luck because that was a 6.
Okay.
I got an 11 on mine.
Yes, you may spend
All
a
right.
luck.
Cool.
All right, so you're at luck 4, and okay, that's weird. All right, so you spend the luck to jam their communications, so they won't be able to talk. Yeah,
No.
He spent the luck for the grenade. I got
yeah,
an
okay,
11.
yeah. All right, so kick some ass on a 12 plus. You can choose one extra effect. Now they definitely have ranged weapons, so they're going to be able to return fire, and these are heavier guns than the SMGs you were facing earlier. So you could force them where you want. You could, drive them back essentially, because right now you're basically boxed in the elevator unless you want to get flanked, which is going to be bad. So you could drive them back, or you can suffer more harm. You could suffer less harm, inflict more harm, or give a +1 forward. That means you have a +1 on whatever rolls for the rest of the scene to yourself or to another hunter.
Do you guys want to risk, if we deal more harm to them, take them out faster?
I mean, sure. I'm a bit hurt. Who else is hurt?
Yeah, like what's everyone's harm at?
I'm fine. I've still got
armor.
my armor too.
I'm at 2. I can try to get out of the harm's way though. So
Let's see. Oops.
or I can protect someone.
It's your choice, Mark.
Yeah, it's your choice.
All right, I'm going to do more harm.
Okay. All right, so that would be 5 harm.
Mhm.
All right. So with that, that will fuck him up pretty badly. Let's see here. Let me just realize I forgot to sort of get a sense of what. Where is it? There it is. What the average stats of a threat would be.
5 harm.
Yeah, here we go.
5 health.
Arm capacity 7. That's for the big boy.
Well, there's also stuff for groups and
Yeah. I'm gonna say these guys have like 7 harm. They're pretty, and they have 1 armor. So so you inflicted 4 on
5.
that. Yeah, 5 minus 1 armor.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's 4. So they still have some armor left. That's gonna be 3 harm on you. As they hit you with as you step out, they hose you with an assault rifle.
All right. Well, I negate that down to 1 at least because of my armor.
Yep.
Ow.
Yep. So Yeah, they. All right, so the TV on the side of the wall, facing the board table, clicks on. You see the face of the CEO, Kanda Yoshiro, and he's like, "Lay down your arms, join us. We are here to make Japan a powerful empire again. We will. People from the future tried to stop us, but nothing shall stop Japan's destiny to conquer and unite the world. You are doomed to failure. But if you lay down your arms, my men will not kill you. Otherwise, you're trapped in that elevator. You have nowhere to go. And I don't want to dance. The only reason we aren't using grenades ourselves is because I don't want my own elevator harmed. But they will if you don't give up. Yeah. Now you jam their frequency, so they're not going to be able to communicate anything else. But the guy is just ranting on TV. Yeah.
No one can stop the Japanese.
Yeah.
But other Japanese.
Yeah.
So Mitsuko and Uji charges out.
All right. All right. So Uji, what are you going to do then? Are you charging bravely into battle?
Kick some ass, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna need one of those luck points.
All right. What are you armed with?
Well, the fire axe.
Wow. All right. Yeah. They're a team with guns, so I'm gonna say they're gonna hit you twice for 6 arm. This is an ambush location, so that'll be 6 harm base versus your, was it 2 harm or 3 harm for an axe?
3 harm, yeah.
3 harm, okay. Actually no, it would be unfair to heavy hit twice, but they're definitely hitting you first. So you're gonna take 3 are you spending a luck on this?
Yeah, unless people say nay.
All right,
No, I think you need to.
No, you need it.
Yeah.
Well, you could spend a luck to avoid all harm from an injury, or you could spend it to roll a 12. What do you want? Because
I'm gonna be in a dying state if I
take 3 harm.
If I take, I will be 5 on 7. So
yeah. So you take it to, so you actually don't hit them, but through a miraculous luck, you don't get, they hose you down, but all the bullets miss, and you drop your axe and cower behind the table. So you draw their fire away. So I'll give Mitsuki +1 on her next roll. So
yeah, thank you.
I charge out like a samurai and then hide like a wimp.
Yep. Laser Mothra. That's an 8.
All right. So you inflict 3, they inflict 3. Assault rifles are, dangerous. That will be enough to kill them. No, they have 1 armor because they have body armor too. So that'll be 2 harm on them.
Sure.
But you'll take a 3 harm.
Well, I'll take 2 harm because I got armor.
Oh yeah, because of your armor, yeah. It's a bloody gunfight, and Fairy Mothra gets nicked. The sheer barrage, and you take a psychic sympathetic wound as the very intense action scene continues.
It's just like that gunfight at the beginning of Biollante.
Let's see. Next round, who wants to act first? Mark, do you want to try? Oh, sorry, yeah.
I was going to say, could I say that they're standing in front of a bunch of big 80s televisions and act them so that they explode?
Do it.
Yeah, I mean that would be a thing that would happen.
I mean, there is at least one big screen.
Yeah, that would inflict 1 harm, ignore armor. Very obvious. Do that weird science shit.
6, no.
All right. So that is on a fail, nothing happens. So yeah, you're just shit. You're just cowering. You're just like you're basically all of your sort of cluster, or at least those that haven't charged out, are just on the side of the elevator, just taking as much cover as you can as bullets rain down on you. So
desperately try to hack the Gibson.
yeah, basically.
I'm
Let's see
typing
here.
faster and faster.
Let's see here. Mark.
I'll go in with the shotgun.
All right.
Time to kick
Do
some
a
ass.
shoulder roll. Come up shooting.
6 as well.
All right. So you'll take 3 harm minus your 2 armor is 1 arm. As you also get shot up, weirdly enough. Then let's see here. Mitsuki or Oji, who wants to go?
Itsuki first.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll go. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just kick some ass again. Finish them off. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
All
Very
right.
yes.
So you can take less harm.
Less harm.
So that will be only 1 harm total.
All right.
After your armor and that, but that's enough to finish it off. As you wiped out the second Black Ops team, and just the entire executive suite now, the penthouse is just trashed. So that puts you at 8 out of 12 on the thing. So
Luigi is gonna grab the fire axe again and go to the desk and just start smashing into pieces to find the lockbox.
okay. Well, investigate. Yeah, you can just start swinging away. I'll let you. Let's see here.
He said it was in there somewhere.
Yeah. Go ahead and yeah. All right, so that'll just take time. You don't have to roll. So the rest of you can do something while he's doing that, but that's going to advance the clock by 1.
Can I investigate a mystery here?
You sure can.
I try to heal.
You sure can.
Yes.
I fucked up.
All right. Well, you don't. I'm not going to say you get wounded even more. No. You just shit sucks. Yeah.
We ran out of material after the first med kit was used up. Damn it.
Yeah.
Clock's at 9
right.
now.
I have it at 8 by the time. No, it will be at 9. Yeah, you're right. When you get
First
that
the
done.
questions.
Yeah, first the questions. So I believe that's 2.
That was 2. There's 1
Yep.
left.
So I'll say, what is being concealed here?
Yep. There you go.
Okay. Let's see here. What is being concealed here? There is there are 2 lock boxes. The second one is over behind the TV that the CEO was talking on, but there's a button to pull the TV back. Have the screen revealing a second safe. So there's something else other than the key card.
And could I ask, using the computers on here, could I say what can hurt it in regards to the monster?
In regards to the monster, the prototype?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's see here. There is you do find a report that indicates a severe flaw with the Malum. Apparently, there's a chemical formula that will hurt the organic parts of it. So
We need to find this formula, and I'm guessing it's in the R&D department.
Probably.
let's see here. So, yeah, there is basically this chemical formula. If you can do that, will cause the flesh to melt. Yeah, apparently it's a kind of acid. Apparently, certain types of acid will cause it to melt. A very weak acid, but something about it causes a very bad chain reaction in its biological structure. Yeah. But there is the secondary safe. There's a second lockbox. So you're at 9 out of 12. You've opened up it. You have the key card. You have the information.
We know
you want it. Yeah. you can you have two other exits down to the ground floor, the window washer, or you can go to the helicopter. That'll get you down a lot faster. Or you can continue investigating here, try and get to the lockbox.
We can
Mark,
split
can you
up.
fly a
One of us can
helicopter?
stay behind to try to open the second lockbox, while the rest take the
Helicopter.
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 For example, Mitsuki, you could use magic, i.e., psychic powers, to try and force to basically open the lockbox. The power of Mothra.
Yes,
Use that Mothra dust to just pop it right open.
I definitely will.
All right.
No, I won't.
Well, now we have what, 2 luck left?
3.
Yeah.
3. Let's use
Yeah.
it for this.
2.
Get that thing.
I had
Sure.
2. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 3. Yeah, true.
Now you
okay,
have 2.
Yeah. Let's use that to get that lockbox open because it might be the formula.
Oh, yeah.
It does have the formula,
Yes!
but it also has information on apparently its report from internal investigator X on Chief Scientist Omori's secret agenda. And yeah, you skim it. It appears to be Omori has a secret agenda and is much more interested in time manipulation. And he has been viewing the past and future. He has already reverse engineered the time travel to a degree. And he is not interested in Project Heavenly Jeweled Spear as much as he lets on. He is only using that as a means to his end. The agent is unsure of what else it means. Well, there's a lot there, so it'll take time to read. But okay, so Mori has his own agenda that is not in line with the corporations. And so, dun dun dun.
I need to get this out on the internet immediately.
Well,
yeah.
do you have internet access right now?
Yeah, can I use my net friends to investigate through the information quicker?
Oh yeah.
Crowdsource it?
All right. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
There's
I like that. Yeah.
Scanner and scanner.
Yeah.
I mean-
yeah, you did roll well on that earlier on. So,
Yay!
yeah. So they start looking into it. And this is what you get as you. What route do you want to use to get back down? The elevator, the
Helicopter.
Helicopter.
Okay, yeah.
Helicopter.
All right. So you're basically doing this while you're scanning the pages and getting information back almost in real time as you're rushing up to the helicopter. Who's piloting it?
Me.
All right. This is definitely act under pressure. Don't fuck up too badly.
I have
We
a
have
3
Are you
of
sure
this.
you know how to
So
fly one of these?
We have luck.
as soon as we get in and are taking off, oh, good. You know how to fly one of these things?
Yeah.
Hands back to the training. Doesn't say anything out loud. Yes.
All right. So
Training is just a flight simulator.
Ah!
Yeah, it was just a flight simulator.
Yeah.
you got 2 luck left. You might want to use
And now
one.
we've got one.
Yep. Now you have one.
Snake eyes.
Yeah. So you succeed expertly landing on the ground on the streets of Tokyo, right in front of the
Expertly
building.
landing through blind luck.
Yeah,
As we land, oh man, I'm really glad that shift in the wind change corrected. Otherwise, we had gone down just like I do every time I pilot one of these things.
all right. So you're at 10 out of 12 now, but you got your briefing as you were just going down. Omori apparently is saw something in the timeline that he didn't like and is trying to change time, trying to change the continuity events, the timeline. There's a secondary structure built around Yanasawa headquarters with this temporal technology that will activate at some point. He doesn't know, the inside agent doesn't know what it does. He in fact appears to and he's absolutely determined to have this happen. And the yeah, yeah. What else do you want to know? Like, what are you trying to figure out from this report? The agent doesn't have the information of why he's doing this, but he does have clues about it. So, what are you? What are the most? What are your pressing concerns with this information?
What's his target? Is he trying to target Malum or Godzilla?
He's trying. Actually, yeah, his primary target is Godzilla. It appears Amari knows how to destroy Malum and is not concerned with that, but he is very concerned with Godzilla.
Do we know anything about what cataclysm he's specifically worried about?
Could it be Godzilla's meltdown?
I was about to say that.
No. Well, he is concerned with the extinction of the human species and the destruction of the planet.
Still sounds like a meltdown.
Yeah. Yeah, which you don't know about yet. It does mention in the near future. There are artifacts. Oh, yeah, actually, there is another thing. Artifacts, erratics from the future are being brought in. Omari is bringing in things from the future, including biological specimens.
Oh, no.
He has as part of his studies, he looked at Destroya, which you don't know what that is, but apparently it's some sort of creature affected by the oxygen destroyer.
Yep.
The
OG first movie.
The oxygen destroyer is Destroya is some sort of creature. So that's in the vault somewhere. But
what's the danger right now, other than stopping Malum, which is possible, apparently, and Godzilla, which is troublesome, apparently?
Well, that's what the agent was trying to figure out, and his last report was like a week ago. So, you're guessing maybe the scientist found out, or the agent is still trapped in there, is not able to respond. The agent is someone in the scientist's staff, another scientist, or posing as a scientist. So, yeah.
Is there anything in there on what their plan for dealing with Malum was if they weren't concerned with him?
We know that.
Amari was said if the plan worked, Malum would be written out of existence.
Oh, well.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that kind of a plan.
Yeah. That's the so that you're racing down to the sub basement as you're all reading this and like figuring this out. Your NetForce connection though, NetFriends connection drops as you go underground.
Can I have a moment of common sense here and say that we sent the formula to the military?
Oh yeah. They'll start working on it, so it'll take them some time to produce a large quantity of it. But I guess that's a question. There is a chemistry lab a couple floors above you. Are you going to try and make a batch to deal with the prototype, or are you just going to deal with the prototype on your own?
I have smite, so my attacks do count as the weakness. But like obviously, someone else should be able to kill the thing.
I mean, I still have my grenades.
Yeah, I mean, you can just try and. I mean, you can also try and figure out. Apparently, this, for what you understand of Malum, is essentially it's some sort of mechanical, robotic device that has an organic, structure. So the organic stuff is so if you can, it should be hackable to a degree. It'll be very difficult though, because encrypted radio signals and blah 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 blah.
I mean, you three can go ahead. I can start mixing the stuff, and if you guys need it, I'll come off.
I was gonna say, can I hack one of the robots in the building to and mix the formula for us and then bring it to us?
Oh yeah,
that would be really good. Yeah, all right, go for it.
14. Wow.
Damn. All right.
Moment of genius.
Yeah. You managed to do that. It's going to get it. So you can wait until you get to 12 and it'll be there. And it'll bring it to you right then before you deal with the fight. So if you want to wait until Godzilla gets into downtown Tokyo, you can use that time to rest. And everybody can heal one wound, one harm. Or you can, wait while you still have time in the clock.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm down for resting. I mean, I can use
alright.
one heal.
Yeah, I could use it too.
Okay, so
right.
you all take a break as you program the robot to make the chemicals and bring it down to you, and just so everyone heals one harm. Everyone reloads their weapons or takes a breather as you realize you're about to. Who knows what's going to happen? Just as the robot, hello, I have prepared chemicals for you. This specific acid. And I have here is a insect repellent sprayer for it. Yeah.
God, I want one of these.
Yeah. So you can all take that. That'll inflict 4 harm with no armor, close range on the creature. So let's see here. But 12 happens. The boom. You can all hear. You're in sub basement 1, the level above the vault. But you can hear Godzilla roar above you. Yeah, exactly.
Terrifying.
You can. The ground shakes. The lights flicker. And
Did you leave the music on in the car? I can
Damn
hear
it!
it
It's
from
supposed to
here.
make it feel more relaxing, but this is not helping.
You can also hear Malum sounds, just the metal shrieking and just this high pitched buzzing sound, like
the door
live wires. It has a lot of tentacle whip kind of things. It's been stinging Godzilla a lot. That's its saying because it's jellyfish. So
Does it shoot its stolen guns?
Yes.
well, it does now. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. It sure
God,
does.
The destroyer can't get down.
The metal parts get wrecked, but it rebuilds itself, so it keeps changing in appearance. So it just fought the Japanese Navy, the SD, so it's got some battleship guns on it now. So yeah, the building shakes as you realize they're just a few blocks away, wrestling with each other, and that's when there's a massive surge of energy, and you stop hearing it. It's just there's just this energy, just this hum of energy. You're out there, your connections to the outside world all just cut or severed immediately. You only have access to the internal network of the building. Something big has happened, so you can go back up to the lobby if you want. Yeah. What do
Uji will run and check it out.
Okay. So yeah, there's this bluish energy field surrounding the building, and everything outside of it looks paused, like frozen in time.
Yeah, great. As we all look
This is
at it.
just like the Philadelphia experiment.
We're in a time. Are we in a time paradox? I hate this sort of thing. They talked about it in the G-Force training with this whole future stuff now.
Yeah,
You have to remember time paradoxes.
Yeah, we don't know how the Futurians didn't cause all kinds of paradoxes with all the shit they did. So, we'll
figure that out in the future.
Yeah,
Maybe we're the ones going around fixing them. Who knows?
yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if I took that class. Paradoxes and all that jazz. You know how time travel works. I don't even.
Yeah. It's a
Maybe
Futurian.
we should go find Dr. Omori and figure it out.
Yeah.
If their technology is so advanced because they got it from hundreds of years in the past when they started working on the reverse engineered technology for the future, where did it come from in the first place? Like
Space.
Yeah,
Ancient Atlanteans.
Zeta Reticulans.
Yep. So, you can try and contact the scientist through the vault, or you can just fucking deal with the prototype and get your way in the vault without him.
Definitely should talk to the scientists.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, how can we get in touch with him?
The office, the helper robot, they can open up lines of communication.
Oh, right. That's true. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So, it says, "What? You're alive? Interesting. I had not anticipated that, but I wasn't really focused on you. You're
What?
Yes, I foresaw you coming. Of course, I've been watching a lot of different time streams, and you're in almost all of them. What do you want?
What are you trying to do here?
I am trying. I am. If you're here, I must apologize for my actions. It is too late for us all. You are relegated to nothingness. But I cannot be stopped. It is coming. I am about to destroy the earth. Yes.
What?
Yes.
What's coming? What are you trying to avoid?
I have manipulated a second Godzilla. In the near future, Godzilla will nuclear fission will become unstable, and he will become essentially a multi-gigaton bomb that will core the planet, causing the extinction of all life on this planet. I've brought him here, and we'll place him next to the current Godzilla in Malum. To maximize the effects of the explosion.
So you're going to save the Earth by destroying it? What is?
I cannot be bothered to talk. Well, somebody needs to make a roll.
I'll make a charm roll.
All right, go ahead.
I got soothed, so he'll calm down a little bit. Nope.
All right.
No. Does anyone want to? I think we have one more point of luck. Should we save that?
You do have one more point of luck.
I mean, at this point, we've all healed one. If we get into fights and things go bad, it is what it is. Do we want to get this guy to at least try and stop things?
All right.
Let's do it.
We have to convince him to tell what's going on.
I mean, this is the part of the movie where he has to start having his breakdown and just start talking to us. We have to have that scene.
Well, you need to make that 12, so spend that luck. All right. Yeah. All right, so 0 luck. So
we don't need no stinking luck.
Here, wait, sorry.
We're doomed.
Oh God, that's right. He's got a soundboard.
Also, a little bit
novel?
no, I've been doing it on the live streams and a few actual plays. So you don't understand. If I put the world in peril, it will come to save the world because it is. You'll step outside. It will come, and then I can stop it because it is only saving the world so it can feast on it later. Just like a farmer coming, and we as a crop we are not yet ripe, so it must save us, and only then will it be here and able for me to affect it.
What is coming?
It will destroy all of us. It is only the whole reason why everything is the way we are. It is beyond imagination, but it can be killed. It is vulnerable because it is outside of all time in this time bubble. It will be vulnerable. It can be killed without affecting causality, except for us. We will be, but it is a small sacrifice to ensure that Earth in the future will exist. That we will all exist. So it must be stopped. It must be stopped. And I will do anything to see it happen. And we will no longer be meddled with by outside forces. Yes. So,
he's been watching too many time streams, hasn't he?
Yeah.
There's got to be another way.
Yeah, the EXIF will never visit us because they will be extinct. And yes. We will be able to forge our own destiny. We will not be manipulated by those cosmic forces. So yeah, he is trying to threaten the world in order to bring some big bad and then kill it somehow by popping the time bubble, which sounds like it's going to be real bad for you. So yeah.
Can I read a bad situation now that we know things?
Yeah, you can. Sure.
I can't. No.
All right.
This is way beyond
May I give it a shot?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Plus 3.
Mitsuki can't because she was trying to suit.
Yes, that's
6.
All right.
And was
It's
I allowed
bad.
to
It real bad.
It real bad. Yeah,
It
real bad.
Shit is bad.
Was
So
I allowed one or?
yeah. Why not?
Okay, 9.
All right. Yeah. What do you want to know? Let's see here.
What's the biggest threat right now?
Question.
Out of the many threats that we're facing.
You're going to be written out of existence if you stay in this bubble.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Like you'll never have existed. It sounds like, because that seems to be he's trying to lure whatever this big bad is into the time bubble, and then he pops it, and thus everything is just removed from all of the timelines.
So in other words, we need to get down to him to shut this stuff down and stop this. So we need to motor past the prototype. So we got to go do that.
Yep. All right. So
let's go.
You have the and you can also do stunts if you want. You do have aside from the sprays, you could also combine it into a big like vat and try and make a like risk all move and just kind of stunt like pour it over it. Like if somebody serves as a distraction, then somebody else can sneak up and dump it over its head. Or somebody can. Let's see here.
Can I hack?
You don't know where it is. You're basically you're outside the door to the basement level, so you don't know exact layout or exactly how big it is. But you know if you can pour this whole vat, if you can't put all the chemicals in one vat and then dump it over his head, that'll just one shot it, so you don't have to fight it. But you only get one shot at that.
Is there a way to can we combine it with some kind of can we aerosolize the acid so that we can create some kind of explosion or something like that?
Yeah, that would be a magic, sure. So roll weird.
Does anyone have better weird than +0?
I've got -1.
I got
Okay.
+2.
Okay, someone with +2 should try.
All right, I can do it.
All right. Hacker man hacks the chemicals.
I mean, that's the kind of thing that would happen.
Yeah. No, especially.
Well, I was gonna say, could I like program a robot to have the sprayer on it, or to be the dispersal unit?
Yeah, I'll say that's how you're doing it. Like you're sending the robot in, and then the idea is it'll just charge up and like you get one of Mark's grenades to act as a way to release it all at once.
We get an 8. Does that succeed then?
That will weaken the effect, so that will probably not kill it, but it'll hurt it.
That's pretty. I'd say
That's good.
good for us.
Yeah, so you don't have those weapons anymore, but if you use that, that'll inflict a lot of damage on it.
Yeah,
Let's go for
let's
it.
go.
All right,
Do
yeah, we'll say we send it in first. and
All right,
we'll
you send it
charge
in
after.
first. All right, so the helper brought. Hello, I will make this pack. Oh, mail delivery. Yes, I will take it to Malum Prototype. Is this his paycheck for the week?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Hello, Malum Prototype. Here is your paycheck.
You get that thing I sent you?
Yeah. So it sprays it. It is imperfect, but it there's this horrible burning sound. Just this noxious chemical fog. Just covering the entire, filling the entire room. It's basically a big, just open room. Just and the thing is about 12 feet tall. The ceiling of the room is about 20 feet. And there's just this massive vault. So it's just, no cover, but it hits it. So it inflicts 8 harm on it. It has 4 left, but it has 2 armor on because he a big boy.
Boy.
Yeah. However, the divine has a smite thing that will ignore armor. So
I will
Well,
then
heavy
like
hitters
once he
first.
goes, I'll advance forward and give it no quarter.
Mhm. Now his harm is going to be 5 because he is going at least to the first person who attacks. His harm is going to go down with every single person until all 4 of you have attacked because
Let me go in first then. I've still got my armor and I can take a couple
I
blows.
will insist that I go first because I have to do the Mothra sacrifice.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yes,
You can also
yes,
someone else can try and protect Mitsuki.
Well,
after
I
she
will.
did next. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right. Yeah, 11.
All right, that will kill it.
Woo!
But you'll take 5 harm as dozens of these, countless of these filament tentacle whip things just. And of course, when they hit you, there's just a bunch of sparks.
I have armor, so that drops it to 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll take from my extra because it was a 10 plus. I'll take less harm. So
Well, no. You need the plus harm in order to kill it because there's 4 health left. So yeah.
Then I'll take
Well, Uji will try to intercept with his mundane ability.
Mhm.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
I'll not let. This is what I have to do. There's like a tender moment where I say, OG, I understand, but this is what I have to do.
No, you don't understand.
I grab
I've
OG.
been
No,
touched
it's
by
got,
Mothra as
we gotta
well.
go. We gotta go.
Actually, there could be a chain protect. OG protects Mitsuki, then Mark protects OG.
No,
I certainly rolled a 12.
No, you fool.
Yeah.
I certainly rolled a 12 on that protect, so.
Actually, yeah, with a 12. Let's see here. Oh no, that's advanced. So you have to have that advanced.
I don't have advanced, but I can suffer little harm.
Yeah.
So that's -1 harm.
So that's only 4 harm for you, base. Because that's hitting you. So are you still up?
Yes.
What are you at this point?
5 out of 7.
All right. Yeah, you're dying. It's not good. Yeah. So Mitsuki's like, no, I was. Yeah.
You should have let me sacrifice.
Oh no, you're not dying until you're at 7. So you're severely harmed though.
There's something about being very badly hurt where you're unstable.
I think it's more of a narrative.
Yeah, mark the unstable box. So yeah, you're unstable. So basically, you're limping. You're walking wounded. You're not good. I'll say you're poisoned. You will die eventually if this poison is not removed from you. As you've taken a lethal dose.
But you guys needed the priestess. She's tough and knows can summon the powers of Mothra.
Yeah, I'm just a guy.
As they're going back and forth, like, I should have sacrificed myself. No, I should have sacrificed. Look, I don't want to kink shame here, but
you need to get going.
We really need to get going.
So you use the key card and open up the vault. And let's see. You can hear gunshots coming from inside, and people screaming. So, yep.
Sounds like our Agent X is making his move.
Someone might wonder. Mark, give me a read a bad scene situation.
Okay.
Since I imagine you're going in first.
Yep. 15, double 6s.
All right.
You know how to dynamic entry.
I'm guessing you probably want the dangers we haven't noticed yet.
Yes.
There's some laser traps. The Resident Evil kind of laser traps.
Oh God, not the maser traps.
Yep. Yeah, the maser. Sorry. So it looks like the hallway leading into the command center of the R&D level is guarded by this laser tunnel. So yeah.
I'm gonna pull a cable out of nowhere and plug it into the wall and try to shut down the laser trips.
Dang it! I was about to make my Resident Evil joke.
What is it?
Sorry.
It was as we see the story. Oh no! This is like in that 4th installment of Evil Residence where you had to run down the hallway. Crap! I was always bad at that section.
Nice. All right.
Good, because
Got 11
kills me.
All right.
12 actually, because you get a +1, unless it's only for the guy reading the bad situation.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I would say that would count. So you managed to turn the grid off long enough for all of you to pass. Yeah. But it will pop back on after you all enter. So, yep.
As soon as I unplug, I just start running.
Yeah. So you all get in there, and you can see it's turned into a two-way. Like you all get shot at, but you manage to take cover, and you realize that the inside agent, a woman scientist, you don't know her name, it has a pistol, has been firing at Omari, and Omari and his little. Well, he is working on a computer. You recognize him. You had his photo in the file, but his loyal assistant is firing back at the lady. So, and then they both try and fire their pistols at you. But yeah, there. It's just yeah. There's also a door rat on the Omari side, which is a cute little alien that imagine like a kawaii version.
Door rat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks really like feral. Like its fangs are bigger. It looks very mean and pissed off. Here, I'll put this in game chat. So yeah. Looks like they figured out how to clone them and make them into guard dogs, essentially flying little guard dogs. So the lady scientist is mostly shooting at the door rat to keep it back, and occasionally taking pot shots at the other scientists. So both of them yell, it's like, you've got to blow all this machinery up. We're going to get fucking erased from the timeline. It's like, no, you don't understand. This is for the good of all. So
well, as we said, you need to do it all. No, for this. Well, I know what solves this. I reached down for my grenades.
Okay.
Why do you have so many? You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
My cousin Jane told me it's always.
If you fail an attack roll with your grenade, you're going to be out of grenades, basically. So,
I mean, at this point, it's like, how many did I've used like what? Yeah. 5 now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a few. All right. Are you which side? The room is big enough that you can't hit everybody in the same room. Are you targeting the inside agent?
I'm targeting the computers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
That's that whole, we are stuck in a bubble. Even if Godzilla kills us, we've still got a chance. And the military knows how to dissolve the monster, so Godzilla can go away eventually.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and roll tough.
+2. 9.
Okay. That's good enough. Yeah. The dough rat falls to the ground, sort of stunned by it. The machinery goes haywire. And Omori's like, oh no, you don't know what you've done. No, it's too late though. It doesn't matter. I've still achieved it. I don't know what the effects on us will be. So as he stands up, the lady aims the gun to shoot him unless somebody intercedes to save him. So sounds like no one's going to intercede to save the crazy scientist.
I'm dying already.
Yeah.
What is it to intercede?
Protect someone.
I'll protect.
All right.
Yeah.
If you fail, I'll dive to protect you to protect them.
Yeah.
No, you're throwing the grenades. Actually, you can't.
Oh damn. That's
Scientist.
Can I say as she pulls the gun and is shooting that I hit a button and a door between them closes?
Well, protect someone is just push someone out of the way. So
I was trying to use like magic to protect him instead of that.
Yeah.
Mothra style, literally take the bullet.
Yeah. Basically. So you suffer no harm. The pistol was weak. But the scientist only had 1 harm anyway, because crazy scientist. So you save his life. So you can talk to them all now. They're going to stop fighting. The door rat is not going to attack either while this is going on. So you don't know what's going on. All the screens that are still not, the few screens that are not broken are flickering like crazy. So you could try to figure out what Omari saw. You could try to talk to him to reveal what's going on, or you can try and fix or change what's left of the temporal machinery.
I will soothe to calm everyone the fuck down.
Oh shit! Right. The train.
Yeah, the train is
paradox train.
That's me. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's fine. It's just there's a train sound for some reason. Time's weird like that.
Well, they had to repurpose the sound
Yeah.
effects for being outside the universe.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It just so Aaron popped in the call. Hey, are we playing Deno?
Yeah. All right, go ahead and roll soothe.
Yep. So that's charm.
Yep.
9.
All right. So, Amori punches a screen and shows Earth in the future. It appears to be spoilers for the Netflix version, by the way.
God.
Yep. If you haven't watched that, it says 20,000 years in the future. Godzilla is still there. He's taken the planet. And we were wandering the universe in spaceships trying to find a home. We had alien allies, the Exif, but they were secretly worshipping a force of entropy. The true King Ghidra. This was only a pale imitation of a shadow of itself. King Ghidra is entropy, is madness, is destruction of all, and it harvests advanced worlds, entire planets of life, and Godzilla's. This was all a 10,000, 20,000 year scheme by these aliens to feed our planet, our civilization, all of us, and Godzilla to their god. But if I threatened Earth now, King Ghidra would have to, in this time bubble, King Ghidra would think it would be safe to advance to intercede without advancing it. Therefore, I saw my opportunity to strike a blow at it, because all of us now exist outside the time stream. If we die, if this time bubble is pierced, everything in the bubble will simply cease to be. As well, now I don't know. It's unstable. I don't know what will happen to all of us. But I will focus all my energies to ensure that the real Ghidra, the true Ghidra, is destroyed, so that Ghidorah is destroyed. I must save us.
How exactly are you planning to destroy for all intents and purposes a god outside time and space?
Because we are outside time and space, and I will fucking pull the plug on it. I will pull the power, collapse the waveform. One will become 0, and all will be negated. In fact, it is already beginning to manifest. You see a camera focus on the time bubble outside, and you can see this black hole opening up. And I'm gonna
hop on the computer or what's left of the machinery and try to read a bad situation.
Sure, go for it.
Never mind.
Look, I went for the Hail Mary play, and it didn't work. I'm sorry.
Well,
it's completely busted.
You don't understand. This is already going to happen. The way I collapse the wave field, of course, is I've already sent a time traveler. I've already sent my own thing into the past. In order to collapse the wave field, I have to cause a paradox within this paradox of a time bubble. And so at any second paradox? Now, yes, I will negate my own existence. I will kill my own parents before I am born. Therefore, I will no longer exist. Therefore, none of this will happen. Therefore, but it is already happening. It is outside of time. Therefore, everything in the bubble will be negated, including Ghidorah. So Ghidorah is in the bubble. By the way, it is beginning to the building trembles as it is beginning to wrap itself around the building. This is sort of the point in the thing where you need to figure out what the fuck you're going to do. Let's see here. Mitsuki, you haven't done anything yet with this information. What do you want to do?
What would Mothra do? Would Mothra destroy King Ghidorah?
Mothra would be at peace. Remember that great sacrifice?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hang on. if we're talking about Mothra here, we do have to take on into account here Mothra Rebirth 3, wherein ancient Mothras cocooned the Mothra that was wounded in a fight with Ghidorah, to which point we go back to present day when Ghidorah had reemerged itself again after being destroyed by Mothra in the past because a head survived. But Mothra reemerged via time paradox because the previous Mothras cocooned it, so it became Super Mothra.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So it's possible that we may be able to do something with that.
Maybe. That's up to you. It's basically, this is make up your own shit. You can try and use weird to wiggle out of it, or you can use weird to try and reinforce it and make sure the real King Ghidorah is destroyed.
I'm gonna vote for reinforce it.
All right. Yes, Mothra, lend me your power. Give it to the time bubble to ensure that it is destroyed.
Yep. Do you want me to roll then?
Yeah.
7.
All right. Yeah. You will do it, but there will be let's see here. Problematic side effect. You start fading away already.
Yeah,
So
wow.
you're draining your own life energy in order to fuel this. But the time bubble intensifies in effect, and King Ghidorah is being pulled into it. So but the building is collapsing around you as you speak. So let's see here. I'll just go. So Mitsuki, that's your fate. Like that's it. Like you are sacrificing yourself for the greater good.
Mothra music. I fade away and
sad Mothra music.
Takuji weeps bitter tears.
Yep. So what are you gonna do, Takuji? You could try and mess with the machinery to try and wiggle out of this. You can accept your fate stoically.
I have panic button.
you also poison too.
Yeah.
So I can just name the route I'll try.
Yeah.
So after Mitsuki urges him to live.
Yeah.
Live.
Can I say that I took the poison from him?
Sure. Yeah. Actually, the fairy Mothra does. It lands on Takuji, draws the poison into itself, and then turns into Mothra dust. Yeah. Yep.
Well, he was a technician, and there's a lot of wrecked.
Yeah, maybe if you just physically run out of the time bubble, you're not being drawn into it like King Ghidorah. You can just try and run out, and if you clear the time bubble, maybe you get past the event horizon. Maybe you'll be alive. Yeah.
Or I can futz with the equipment.
You
I'll
can futz
try
with the
panic
equipment.
button. When you need to escape, name the route you'll try. I'll futz with the equipment, essentially, hoping that something will happen by repairing or unplugging or replugging in things.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So that's plus sharp, which is +1 for me. 9.
All right.
I can go or stay, but if I go, it's going to cost you, or something comes with me.
Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. What are you going to do?
Dun, dun, dun. I'll go.
Okay.
Because I was urged to survive.
All right. We'll get the price will be that you will. We'll get to that in a second. Richard, what are you going to do?
I'm desperately searching through the computer database, being like, there's got to be a way out of here. Some sort of monorail or something.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a roll weird.
4. Nope.
Yep. Nope. You're a white guy in the Godzilla movie. It's never in a Toho Godzilla movie. That's not
it's Jax all over this.
Yeah, they don't have a good survival rate, to be fair.
Except for that guy in Final Wars.
Yeah, well, that's a Millennium series.
You also got to remember too that one of the scientists for Mechagodzilla was a white dude.
Yeah. He is one of the. Yeah, he was a. Not anyone on the front line though. They usually. Got killed. Mark.
I'm desperately sending information out on the internet about everything going on and being like, remember me.
All right, Mark. What about you?
Well, hearing the whole thing about the event horizon is just okay. Everybody, back to the van.
All right. Go ahead and let's see here. Act under pressure. Yeah, run that van out of the event horizon.
I mean, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, damn it, I tried.
Yep.
You're trying to bring out the scientist as well, then.
Mm-hmm. 10.
And you do.
Omori won't, but the inside agent definitely will. She will definitely want to go with you. All right, so here's what happens. Let's see here. Takuji messes with the machinery and just like kind of just vanishes.
Zaps himself out of existence.
Well, no, he's
into
succeeded.
existence. Sorry.
Yeah. Mark and the inside agent, punch it, get in the van, punch it, hit the event horizon, and then they're in downtown Tokyo and it's normal, and they almost swerve and hit traffic, but they manage to stop. They look stunned. Takuji, where are you normally? Where do you live in your civilian life?
Probably somewhere in downtown Tokyo, like in the suburbs.
Yeah, you wake, you're in at home, and you feel like someone just stepped on your grave. You feel a chill on your shoulder, but you're just like, weird.
What happened? Where?
No, you don't remember anything.
Okay, well, I'll go. Weird, and get prepared for work.
So,
Shivering.
Mark, you realize you're in Japan illegally now. The G-Force never hired you. The time has been rewound to before you got recruited, you are you and that lady scientist are the only people who remember Malum.
Yeah, the Dorat.
Yeah, the what?
Dorat.
Oh yeah, the Dorat.
The Dorat.
There's a Dorat running around with you.
An erratic.
Yeah. Takuji doesn't remember it. Takuji doesn't remember it, so he's just having a normal life. You two remember it, and you're both deeply traumatized by what you experienced. But as far as you could tell, it worked.
I compartmentalized it.
Yeah.
Well, we back in time, just like better find out if Godzilla and everything did we go back in time before the giant plant one? Let's find out. So that's what we're
it's right after Mothra. Mothra has just gone into space.
Oh. Huh.
Later on, you look up Mitsuki, but as far as you can tell, Mitsuki Sato has never existed.
But you will find Takuji.
Yeah.
You'll just be very confused when you approach him.
Yeah. Actually, we could say he's walking on the street corner when you come out, and he's just like looks at you, and you look at him, and he just walks by. He's like, "Well, weird." So
weird foreigner.
Yeah.
Gaijin.
Yeah. Richard is
in my mind.
Yeah.
There was a final scene before Mark and the scientist or the agent escaped in the van where I was like, I just need one more minute, and then the building collapsed on top of me right before they.
Yeah. You come back into the timeline, but you're dying. You're in the same state, so you're like you just show up and you're just bloody in your own home and you just die. So yeah, time travel's a bitch. That's Godzilla versus Malum. It never happened.
That's a good name for the game.
Yeah.
It never happened.
It never happened. Well, that's spoilers. Yeah. So, questions, comments, suggestions. You guys like it?
That was great.
I really liked what was lost. Oh, it was his memories.
Yeah. Takuji gets to have a normal life. He doesn't have to remember any of the scary shit.
That's almost like a success, not a failure.
Yeah. Well, Mitsuki took one for the team.
Very Mothra appropriate ending.
Oh yeah. Very, very appropriate for a Mothra priestess. I think I am going to run this for the RPPR group tomorrow.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna add some more shit though. I'm gonna make it harder to get there. Like you'll have to drive under Godzilla basically to get there.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
Here's a question though: the countdown clock is is for the monsters getting there and kind of a driving force to the players. If you do it before they get there, then before the paradox, you can avoid that whole thing, correct? Or does the paradox go off anyway?
Oh, the paradox always happens. Like the whole point of the scenario is that like you're doomed the second you step in there. The second if you're in there when the shield goes up, you're basically doomed, unless you can find a way out. It's escaping fate or destiny essentially.
Yeah, that's the whole point with the 12 hours.
What happens if the player characters decide that we have the formula now? We don't really need the scientist, as in actively try to avoid the premise, what happens then to?
Yeah, if you left before the clock went down, then you would have just like, you just all would have. Well, it just would have. You would have been at your lives wherever they were before this happened. Before Malum happened. So like, you would never. You would not be part of G-Force. You just
that's unsatisfactory. Bring them into the.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So that
As long as it's always teased that the scientist is needed, you got to get down there with. I mean, the only way to get to that first is to get the key card. Yeah, that gives the priority keeping them there.
Mm-hmm.
I have a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Have Agent X and a paramilitary force be attacking the Doctor, so it's more obvious. Like, oh, there might be a point in saving him.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, fair. I just didn't want to
bad guys are trying to kill him.
I just didn't want to do another fight because you guys were pretty beat up.
I would love it if when you're doing it tomorrow, because this in my head when we were thinking about this building, it's from Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, that giant tower.
Mm-hmm.
Since that thing's been used for stuff with Ghidorah as well in Godzilla versus Ghidorah, have kind of teased the paradoxes by having them see like things like that happening outside.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Like just have the paradoxes of all the Heisei stuff in that area, like even Destroya, if you wanted to go without, just kind of teasing things so that way the guy's mad ramblings are like, maybe that was that thing. Oh,
yeah,
because
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
As soon as you said the experience, I went like, wait, no. Crap, no.
Yeah.
The Netflix thing there, my favorite line was the Doom commander shooting at Godzilla. I was like, yeah, fuck this planet. That's my favorite line.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the Netflix on Godzilla anime thing, you should watch all three of them.
Yeah.
You need to watch all three of them because they all build up, and the payoff in the third one is amazing. So,
Nice.
basically, I got that idea because Rob said he wants to play like a sleeper XF agent for the game. So I'm like, okay, all right, I see how this is going. Tom's gonna play like a cyborg, another like from the future cyborg that they had.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that. I think like a failed Mechagodzilla thing. Like, let's make a robot.
Yeah,
a robot with a human mind, essentially. So
they salvaged parts from X-12 because he got blown up a few times. So they know how to make better cybernetics.
Yeah, basically. So anyways, I will talk to you all later. Thank you all so much for playing. But I need to get lunch. I'm hungry.
Thank you very much for running the game.
Thank you.
Very fun.
Thank you, Ross.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.